Jesus went to the Mount of Olives. At daybreak, he appeared in the temple again. And as all the people came to him, he sat down and began to teach them. The scribes and Pharisees brought a woman along who had been caught committing adultery. And making her stand there in full view of everybody, they said to Jesus, "Master, this woman was caught in the very act of committing adultery. And Moses has ordered us in the law to condemn women like this to death by stoning. What have you to say?" They asked him this as a test, looking for something to use against him. But Jesus bent down and started writing on the ground with his finger. As they persisted with their question, he looked up and said, "If there is one of you who has not sinned, let him be the first to throw a stone at her." Then he bent down and wrote on the ground again. When they heard this, they went away one by one, beginning with the eldest, until Jesus was left alone with the woman, who remained standing there. He looked up and said, "Woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you?" "No one, sir," she replied. "Neither do I condemn you," said Jesus. "Go away and don't sin anymore."
Jesus sees the potential in every person he meets. Today's gospel shows us how in his presence people feel capable of more. He guides them to the realization that their growth is far from finished. Mercy gives the sinner a future when there seems to be no future. He recognizes the wrong done, but does not demand a penalty for it. Jesus can understand and handle the reality of sin. He is not threatened by moral failure. Sculptures in marble tell us that if you strike a block of marble with a hammer, it will crack along its weakest line. Put under pressure ourselves, we tend to yield along our own fault lines. When Jesus invited the one who was without sin to cast the first stone, the crowd melted away. To stand their ground and possibly hear their sin named was a risk they could not afford to take. The feet of clay prevailed that day. Getting our image of God right is fundamental if we are to be merciful as he is merciful. He finds joy in us, sees in us the image of his Son. He comes to meet us with love. In him there is no menace, no threat, and no desire to punish our mistakes. In him there is no violence. His mercy is experienced as non-violence. He corrects our faults gently. He waits until we are ready to receive his gracious forgiveness.